I've been a painter for years now, and that being said, I rarely work with other mediums. Stretch canvas and murals are what I use the majority of the time. I don't use any other products besides acrylics and oil and spray paint. While browsing for shows to apply to, I ran into one that caught my eye, a show with only paper and charcoal. And I haven't used this stuff since high school, since my final in high school, as a matter of fact. But I've been needing to try something new and fresh, so I bought my first charcoal set in well over half a decade. I had to practice a bit too. I wasn't familiar with the medium as much as I used to, and just to make sure I had a grip on it, I set out to sketch a couple of eyeballs and realistic mugs. And after a couple of these sketches, I was ready to go on, so I bought some really nice paper and cut into it the right dimensions to begin with my sketch. Now, in my last video, I explained my whole process of creating and of artwork, my acrylic works. So you should definitely check out that one to get more in-depth detail on my creative process. I start by clearing my head and my mind and letting my hand guide me with a very abstract idea of what I want. And I tend to have a heavy hand, so sketching isn't really my forte. But fortunately for me, I felt like this was a benefit to my end. When working from abstract to more defined traits, I noticed that my drawings or paintings or whatever I'm working on at first have this very ugly stage that I feel a lot of artists go through too, the ugly stage of we just have to understand that this is only for the moment and we have to persist on, and we actually have the ability to capture the image that's inside of our head. I struggled a lot with being left-handed and working with such a material that rubs all over your hands. My palms are black by the end of each section. What I started to do was working from right to left, and I do this with everything, with my acrylic paints, oils, you name it. And eventually I even got a paper to cover the palm of my hand just so I could stop rubbing all over the paper. And with my process, I first started with the soft charcoal and I began to work hard with more minor details. I felt that this made me more comfortable and confident with the mural, or with the medium. And speaking of confidence, I really felt after working on this for some time that my confidence was building up inside of me, that I could start working with other mediums too and not just hold myself back by acrylic or oil paints. This is something that's very important to all of us artists that we need to learn. We shouldn't hold ourselves to just one medium or one style or one type of art. You can work in music and everything. The beautiful thing about art is that it's like a fingerprint. We all have our own distinct ones. And speaking of new mediums, I'm happy to announce that I've created some shirts for my website. And, you know, I would never put anything that I wouldn't feel comfortable wearing myself. And these shirts, man, they feel great. I bought 100% natural unbleached cotton. The material feels amazing. It feels like you're wearing a canvas. And I just love that idea. That being said, you can check out all of my new clothing on my website, and the link will be in the description below. That's all for today, guys. I hope you guys benefit from this video as much as I did, and your confidence skyrockets. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And until next time, have a good one.